What's up, YouTube? I don't know what day it is anymore. I know that it's Sunday, Memorial Day weekend. We are still stuck for day number 3 in Salida, Colorado with transmission issues. After 2 days worth of work, seems like we fixed everything that was the problem. The only remaining problem is that there's a code still stuck in the system for limp mode. There's a counter that counts how many upshifts or how many miles you've driven in an open loop fluid setup, and we can't clear that code using this mechanic's $2,000 scanner. You can only get it done at Jeep dealership or Chrysler or whatever. So since that's not open till Tuesday, we're stuck here for another couple more days. Just picked up this transmission cooler, so looking into taking the grill off, figuring out where we can mount that just to add a little bit more protection, try to get the transmission a little more cool, and pretty much hang out in Salida. We're gonna try to find something exciting to do today. I'm actually thinking about renting one of these side-by-sides today, just so at least we have a little bit of fun on camera.
The stuff we gotta do for YouTube. Oh, forgot to say welcome.
Welcome to TrailSpinTV.
Die. Ooh, what are those? What are those called?
I don't know. They're just little snapper things that hold the grill in place.
They're not snap ring pliers?
Those are not snap ring pliers. Snap ring pliers work in the opposite direction because you're trying to pull a snap ring apart.
Ah.
Hey, maybe we can adjust the headlights now.
Oh yeah. So the headlights have been off in terms of they've been too pointed up, and a lot of people have been flashing us because they think that the brights are on, but it's because they're pointing up. And since we lifted it, we have to, you know, change all of that. So hopefully we can do that while we're in here trying to fix this Jeep. Yeah, it'll fit.
It'll fit? I gotta screw it into something.
We have this cooler, but we're not sure where to mount it. We're trying to figure out the best spot to mount it.
Yeah! It almost looks like he got his mounted right to the radiator.
I'm trying to look at their other Jeeps that they have on this lot and see how they've mounted their coolers.
Actually, does he just have it zip tied? It looks like he's got clips like right through the radiator.
I don't know if you see in here, those little guys look like they're clips right to the radiator. So we're gonna ask how we did it. We actually have this fitting kind of snug. We're gonna zip tie this piece around here. It's pretty good, but then we just have to secure this top part. It doesn't have any reinforcement, but it sits in here pretty nice because it has a bottom part that it sits in. So this is the only part that we kind of like really need to reinforce. Just gotta go to the hardware store to get some those zip ties, metallic zip ties or whatever. What'd you buy?
Nylon mounting rods. So you put a hole through your existing radiator and then you can zip the intercooler to the radiator. I didn't know these existed. It's pretty cool. I could probably come up with a lot more ways to use these.
Those were the exact ones that we saw on the other Jeep, so we're gonna do that. We ended up finding a smaller cooler that fits in there a little bit better, and we ended up getting those tabs in there. But we had to disconnect the fan on top just to get behind there and get those tabs on the back. These little guys on the back. Now what do we got to do?
Oh, we have to route the transmission oil lines to the cooler.
This guy, we just cut these guys. I know it's not in focus, I'll show you, but this guy's like has a lot of crud and gunk on it, so compared to the other guy. So we're hoping maybe this is what was causing the high line pressure, and so we're putting tubes to reconnect it because we have a new cooler. We'll take a look once we cut it off. You want to explain the mess we made?
Looks like we hit a moose or something. Yeah, so we just wanted to check to see which line coming out of the transmission was in and which one was out. So we just started the engine for a split second, and now we know that the bottom one is out of the transmission. So that's why there's a bunch of red crap on the ground. It's all transmission fluid. It was literally on for what? Half a second?
Yeah.
And that's how much fluid it shot, so.
These are the actual two little guys that I was trying to show that were running out of the transmission. This one was the one that was all corroded and stuff. So this one was what was coming out of the transmission, so we're thinking that this was the first kind of like breaking point that could leak out, and if the pressure's too high, it was coming out of this. So hopefully our new loop will solve that issue. Finished everything up, now we gotta fill it back up. Well, that didn't work, so back to square one. It almost seemed like it overheated quicker than before, so still got to figure it out. Might be just because we got to clear that limp mode and like reset everything, but the dealer could only do that. So Brandon wants to change clothes and he has to get through my box to get to his box. That's my box. My box has a hole in it now. That's how mad he is.
I was like, "Urgh." That's how strong I am.
It's all right.
Bound to happen. Tape it up.
I have a waterproof bag that has all my clean clothes in it, so if my dirty clothes get wet, that's okay.
I take full responsibility for my actions, and I'm just gonna switch bins, and that way my clothes get wet instead. That's the kind of guy I am.
That means I gotta take all my stuff out? I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that. I'm just gonna leave it. And we'll see what happens. We'll just face it backwards. It's only rained once or twice. Not a lot. I think we'll be fine. It's Memorial Day. Find out why. Roscoe's in there.